Didier, a question regarding Kylian Mbappé. Can you tell us what the situation is with his nose? He's not doing well. He is with the medical staff, and I have a lot of media questions to come here, so I cannot tell you anything else. But his nose got badly hit, that's for sure. We need to check that out, but it seems quite complicated, which is really very unfortunate for us tonight.
Bonsoir Didier. Oui. À quel point ça sent pas bon? Est-ce que vous avez peur pour la suite de l'Euro?
Good evening, Didier. Are you scared about the rest of the Euros for Kylian? You know, I don't have the elements in my hands. The medical staff is checking him out. I saw him on the massage table, and you know, it's not he didn't get off lightly. It's still to be seen, and I cannot at this stage give you a precise answer. I don't have the elements. When I don't know, you know me well, I keep them. Didier, what analysis can you make from this match? What did you like, and what can you improve for the match on Friday? Well, it's already good to start off with a victory, with an appointment that is very good, a lot of athletic qualities, put a lot of pressure on our squad. By opening the score, we could and should have gotten the lead. We could have managed certain situations better in the first and second balls. We could have transformed certain occasions. Overall, I would assess the match as positive. We did have to fight, and this is something that is quite important. We have a common denominator on all these matches. It is so intense, and we were there, and the quality as well as the talent are both important. They're there, and the solidarity amongst the players, amongst those who were on the pitch, those who came on the pitch as well, and we need to keep that up for the rest of the tournament. I'm satisfied with our first victory as a start before thinking to the other match that has 2 extra days to recuperate. Well, not 2 full days, 36 hours. I don't think that the computer was very nice to us. Regarding the intensity from the stands, we saw a match that was almost quite brutal. There were 5 yellow cards against the Austrian team. And was that a good test? We were right in the middle of a major competition right away. Well, yeah, you know, it was on the limit. There have been yellow cards. There could have been more. And the players were prepared. As one thing to be prepared, and then another thing to, you know, be there on such a level. They have a lot of exchanges. We did what needed to be done so that the French national team is ready this evening. We were ready tonight. Even though we might have left like a nose along the way, at least, I take a look at all the matches, I analyze all of them. This is the first matches, and the fact also that we have good temperatures, it's not very hot, and this is top level football. All the players are athletes, regardless of which teams, which countries they come from, and we need to be like that too. And we're also very satisfied because we had a good performance. You decided to have William Saliba along Upamecano. Is this only due to the quality of his work, the training sessions, or was there an issue with Ibrahim Komate? And what would you say from the duo with the Dayo Upamecano for tonight? Well, you know, I make choices with regards to all the elements that I have. I understand that we're trying to set up hierarchy, but you know, sometimes it evolves with the elements that I have and with what I see on the pitch. If it's good for one player, then it's not so good for another, obviously. And if tonight I decided to put William Saliba on the pitch, that's because I deemed that he was better than Ibu Konate for this type of match. But I don't want to lose any player along the way, and I will need everybody at some point in time. My players have this capacity. They have 120 minutes together that they played on the French national team, and they have the capacity to be very solid in a one-on-one, even though we can improve a few things. They showed a lot of strength. They were very serene, and you needed that with this type of play. And you have a lot of tall players, and they're very high. And then so for the high balls, they played well. We have a few tall players, but not that many. So this was all already made up with Mike Mignon, who was outstanding in the air, and that was really a great relief for our squad.
C'est quoi, c'est ça?
Ah, tu l'as.
Ok.
Excusez-moi.
Non, non.
Could you please speak about N'Golo Kante's contribution today?
Well, you just need to take a look at his performance on the pitch. That's why I selected him. I didn't, from the moment when I was sure that he recuperated on an athletic level, he is smart on a technical level, and he has the capacity to recuperate balls and to project himself. Of course, he was radiant. He was bright tonight. We needed that. He was not the only one. He was helped by Adrien Rabault and Antoine, who was also a bit more concerned in the midfield, obviously. And he's just bright, and he was bright throughout the match. Good evening, Didier. To get back on the pair Kanté-Rabiot, it worked very well tonight. In the midfield, there were three, maybe even more. But the N'Golo's activity and enabled Adrien to play a bit more forward. Is that, well, Adrien was cut out for that. And he also has the capacity to make efforts in the other way. He has this volume of play that enables him to go and get the opponent. There's two players that have this capacity. Antoine, not on the same level, but he also has this type of capacity. In the midfield, they're very good level in all the matches that I could see. And the fact that we have this capacity, if you add the two offensive players that also made these efforts when we don't have ball possessions, you can have a very compact squad and to be very good on a defensive level. You have already explained that you don't have all the details regarding Kylian's injury. If he were to be absent for the next match, what would be the impact of his absence? I'm not going to go into hypothesis, but I will say what I have always said. The French team with Kylian would always be stronger. The national squad will always be stronger with him, but if I use your if the news don't go along these lines, then we'll have to fight without him. But Kylian is Kylian, and in any team that he is, the squad is obviously a lot stronger. A last question.
In English, please.
En espagnol. Oui. Vas-y.
Do you know if Kylian has gone to hospital or will go to hospital?
Je sais pas.
I do not know. As I said, I don't have the elements. The medical staff is looking after him. And I went to see your colleagues prior to coming here. But we will keep you posted. We're not here to hide anything. We're not saying, no, he's doing well, he's sleeping. As soon as possible, we'll communicate with you. But we need to have the elements first. And at this stage, I do not have them. And as a result, I cannot give them to you. We'll keep you posted as soon as we have more information. We have to go now. We have a long way. Yeah, 3 hours.